Okay, so I'm making this video because I've been told over the course of my life by thousands of people that if I don't watch my step and if I don't believe in these religious belief systems, I'm going to a literal hell for all of eternity. I'm going to burn in a lake of fire for all of eternity. Now, like the majority of humanity, I grew up indoctrinated by the church before I had a choice and before I had reached the age of sufficient reason. So I thought I'd go through a list of all the mortal sins that can send me to hell. And I'll partake in some of them right here on camera in front of you, and we can watch it together. Now, this may seem like a joke, but it's important to understand that 3.8 billion people on the planet subscribe to one of the three Abrahamic religions of Christianity, Islam, and Judaism. And another 15% of the population believe in Hinduism, 7.1% in Buddhism, all which believe in a literal hell. So all of these religions, these three Abrahamic, believe in a literal hell where you go and burn for all of eternity in a literal lake of fire for an eternal agony after you get one shot here on earth. Buddhism and Hinduism apparently believes in a literal hell, but you only go for maybe a few billion years and then you get a different shot. It's a different story. So there you have it. Over 5 billion people out of 7 billion people on the planet believe in a literal hell. Well, I'm 31 years old. And the average US life expectancy for a male is 76 years. So that means I have about, 45 years left tops? And that's assuming I don't get hit by a bus or in a major car accident or get murdered by some fanatical religious fanatic who disagrees with videos like this one. So let's analyze who might be in this hell where I'm presumably going to go. Well, if Christianity is correct, then that means all the billions of the people in the world that are Muslim and Jewish and Hindu and Buddhist and atheist and any other religion, they're all going to hell. If Islam is correct, all the billions of Christians and Jewish people and all the other religions, all through Eastern philosophy and everything, is all going to hell. And likewise with Judaism. So who else would be in hell? If I'm going there, I guess I might not be in bad company, because if you analyzed who throughout history didn't believe and subscribe to these belief systems and who didn't accept, in the case of Christianity, Jesus Christ as their personal Lord and Savior, you're talking people like Voltaire, Thomas Jefferson, Mark Twain, John Adams, Benjamin Franklin, Francis Bacon, George Carlin, Galileo, Thomas Paine, Plato, Socrates, Hypatia of Alexandria, all the Greek philosophers. The list can go on and on and on. So I'll say right here on camera right now, I am consciously rejecting Jesus Christ as my personal Lord and Savior. I'm consciously rejecting Allah and Muhammad and any of them as my Savior. I'm consciously rejecting Jehovah or any of the words of God in these Abrahamic religions based on all the fear and murder and bloodshed and genocide and all the just horrific atrocities that have happened throughout history. I really just can't subscribe to that belief system. Now, a lot of people don't realize that fear can cause massive amount of damage. Now, when you realize what this essentially does, this belief in hell, is it's saying that if you don't get it right one time on earth, you're gonna burn forever and ever and ever and ever in eternal suffering. That sounds pretty fearful. So when people operate in fear, that's when we see these major atrocities happen. Right now, you're seeing in the world ISIS and things like in the major Muslim worlds where Sharia law is ruled. They're burning people alive and chopping people's heads off. And a lot of people fail to realize that that happened in Christianity in the Christian Dark Ages, all through the 1400s, 1500s, 1600s. Some of our best and brightest minds were burned at the stake. Some of the best and brightest minds for just saying simple truths about science and history and philosophy were burned and stoned and tortured and murdered, and their family murdered and tortured. This is pretty horrific stuff. And one of the major reasons I'm doing this is to break the cycle of fear. I believe that truly to unite humanity, we need to overthrow the belief system of fear. Now, there's nothing wrong with believing in God or even believing in heaven, but a belief in hell really tears apart the tribe. And in the words of Gandhi, the enemy is fear. We think it's hate, but it's fear. And I think it always has been. So I think it's time to end that. And so this is a video. We're doing a crowdfunding campaign. And if it's true that I'm going to this literal hell and I'm going to burn forever and ever and ever, and gargoyles going to be tearing out my eyes and my skin off and all this stuff that's going to be happening, I think it's only fair that you guys should maybe chip in $5 or $10 and I get to live by the beach or something for however many years I got left, or maybe drive a nice sports car. Would that be fair? I mean, come on. Even on death row they get a last meal. So. So if I have to, I'll put my hand on the Bible and the Quran and I'll tell a lie right now. Or what do they have you do in court? I think they say to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Well, okay, I'll say I'm going to tell the truth, the whole truth, and the nothing but the truth, so help me God. And now I'm going to tell you that I can jump 40 feet high. I'm 117 years old. I can play basketball better than anybody in the NBA. And I've slept with 700 women. Okay. So let's go through some of the list of these mortal sins. Well, fornication is major. I've had a lot of sex with a lot of beautiful women, dozens of beautiful women without getting married. That's a major one. Eating pork is a major sin in Islam. Sharia law strictly forbids all alcohol. I got drunk last weekend with some friends as we were kayaking and skydiving. And now shellfish is strictly forbidden in the Torah and I believe in the Old Testament as well. So that rules out, you've got crab legs, you got shrimp, you got lobster tail. This is all bad. Leavened bread is apparently a sin, eating leavened bread during Passover and after Passover. So that rules out bagels and other types of bread products. You got ham. We got salami. I'm Italian, so salami and pepperoni, I mean, that's like almost a must sometimes on a good hoagie. So let's break some laws. Let's get to sinning. And okay, so let's move with that right now. So what we're gonna do first is I'll go ahead and I'll have some of the shrimp, and this will be the first hell banishment. Okay. Oh, that was pretty good. All right. Yeah. Okay. Got the shrimp. All right. So that's hell worthy. Okay. Got the hell-worthy crab right here. Yeah. It's a little cold, okay? Let me see, the bacon. This is an American favorite, okay? Personally, all of us Americans are going to hell, according to Sharia law. Okay, we have the bacon. Okay, sausage. Okay. I'm going to hell. This is the hell wagon right here. Go get the ham. Just take a little small bite of the ham. Okay. And hang on, I'll have a little bit of the salami, and then we'll part with the shot. Okay. We'll get this. All right. We have some of the bagel. Just to make sure, we have to make sure that I'm gonna burn. I wouldn't want any of you guys thinking that, I'm doing all this, and if you send $5 or $10 that I'm not gonna burn for eternity. Let's make sure that I'm gonna roast. So, okay. To get back on a serious note, if this crowdfunding campaign doesn't raise one single dollar, and all we do is make a few people out there think, it's a massive victory, okay? In the words of Socrates, I can't teach anybody anything. I can only make them think. So if that's all this does, if this doesn't raise one penny and that nobody donates, but this gets out there and this message gets out and even one person thinks for a second about this fear-based control system and thinks about how we can really unite humanity and how we can really be one family, okay, on this planet, and we can really unite everybody, because these things have done nothing but divide. We've tried it that way. We could try it a new way, okay, and we could just eliminate fear. If it does nothing more than that, then this was a massive victory. I'm gonna break Sharia law. So, all right. Well, thank you for watching, and let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in hell.
know you're out there. I can feel you now. I know that you're afraid. You're afraid of us. You're afraid of change. I don't know the future. I didn't come here to tell you how this is going to end. I came here to tell you how it's going to begin. I'm going to hang up this phone, and then I'm going to show these people what you don't want them to see. I'm going to show them a world without you. A world without rules and controls, without borders or boundaries. A world where anything is possible. Where we go from there is a choice I leave to you.